To another episode of my Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. Throughout this episode, we'll be jumping onto the Pokemon Battle Spot ladder and playing under the Rating Battle rules, playing the World Championship Series rules, which is the equivalent of the VGC 2017 season rules. So, without further ado, we'll just jump on and look for an opponent, and hopefully we can find some entertaining matches for you today. I have off-screen just been playing a few matches, which has tanked my rating, but it's kind of helped me just get a little bit more used to the team and learn a bit more about the team rather than just going in blindly. And obviously, because I've not really had time to play on the Battle Spot or Showdown or just get to grips with the metagame, I've really overlooked, and to some extent it's been a real massive oversight that I've just not considered some Pokemon as threats when building the team. So that is showing up, and it has shown up through some of the battle videos that we had last week. So hopefully we'll play through this week. We'll have some fun matches because the team is fun, and then we'll move on with that experience and knowledge and build something better and start again fresh the week after with a brand new team and hopefully start smashing the Battle Spot and getting somewhere. So the Battle Spot ladder's due to reset soon anyway, so hopefully we can kind of line it up with that. That would be great. So anyway, we've got our first opponent from Spain, Antonio, and he is running a team of Porygon 2, Tapu Bulu, Arachnoid, Machamp, Alola Marowak, and Gastrodon. So it looks as though it's quite a heavily Trick Room based team. So I think I'm going to lead my Tapu Fini here. Just because it's got Taunt, and to cover my Tapu Fini, I'm going to lead my Kartana as well. So that seems like it'd be a decent enough lead here. I'm going to need to bring... I'm going to need some sort of Intimidate support. I don't think Glaceon's that great here, to be honest. Salamence and Tapu Koko. That's what I'll go with. I'll go double Tapu for once and see what we can do. But yeah, I do enjoy playing this team, although it has got some massive holes in it. And I think just taking what I've gained knowledge-wise from last week's battles and hopefully from this week, and I can put together some finishing touches to a few things that I've been working on, and hopefully, as I say, going into next week's battles, we'll start off with a brand new team again and start kicking some butt. But I will do a team analysis on this team in particular and just go over everything, how I put it together, why I put it together, and just the flaws and the holes in it and things that we could do to improve it. So look forward to that. I'm just going to taunt onto the Porygon 2, and I'm going to switch in my Salamence to just protect my Kartana. So if I protect, no, I'm gonna bring in my Salamence and get an Intimidate off onto that Marowak. So hopefully we'll stop the Trick Room getting set up here. We'll get an Intimidate off onto the Marowak, which would be nice. And we'll get, the Marowak's just going to protect. And I'm assuming that the Porygon 2 is going to go for the Taunt. So yeah, we get the Taunt off, which is nice. So we'll stop that Trick Room. If it goes for it. Yeah, it goes for the Trick Room, so I can't use that. So now I am just going to go for the Muddy Water. And I kind of predict that he will possibly Ice Beam into that slot, into the Salamence slot. So I might just, or he could probably, well, what I might do actually is just Devastating Drake into the Porygon 2. Just sack the Salamence and just get as much damage as I can onto the Porygon. Here comes the Gastrodon. So I'll get a boost from the Muddy Water. But hopefully we hit both our targets with the Muddy Water. And we pick up some good damage onto the Porygon 2 before we can bring in Kartana, pending that the Salamence does get taken down with an Ice Beam this turn. Wow, that does nothing. That is so pitiful. But it's chip damage at the end of the day, so we can't really complain. God, damage output is just so terrible. And we're going to actually see a Thunderbolt onto the Tapu Fini. So we do need to watch out for the Sludge Bomb from the Gastrodon. But Salamence lives to tell another tale. I might just keep chipping. What have I got? Have I brought the Crocodile this match? I don't think I have. I think what I'll do is switch in my Kartana for my Tapu Fini. And I'm going to switch in my... No, I'm not. Wait there. Let's think about this. I'm going to protect my Tapu Fini. And I'm going to switch in my Kartana for my Salamence. And hopefully get it in without taking too much damage. Because I imagine the Ice Beam might be coming out onto the Salamence now, with the Sludge Bomb going on to the Tapu Fini. Not just a Thunderbolt into the Tapu Fini and an Ice Beam from the Gastrodon into the Kartana. So this will do some big damage, and the taunt is just worn off. So what I can do is just get another taunt off onto the Porygon 2. It is quite obvious, but I could actually just double into the Porygon 2, to be honest. And I think that's what I'm going to do, rather than go for the taunt. I'm going to go for the Moonblast, and I'm going to go for the Sacred Sword into the Porygon 2 with my Kartana. So hopefully that will be enough. Yeah, so the Gastrodon's going to switch out, and we're going to see the Marowak come back in. We're going to get the Sacred Sword off onto the Porygon, and hopefully it's in range now for a Moonblast just to pick up the KO, and then that's Trick Room not being an issue anymore, so that's great. And I don't think my opponent has anything else to set the Trick Room up with, so we're not sitting in too bad a situation at the minute. And in comes the Machamp. Right. I can imagine the Wide Guard coming out from the Machamp here. So I am going to just Moonblast into the Machamp, just expecting the Wide Guard. And I'm going to switch in my Salamence again for my Kartana, just to get the Intimidate off on both of my opponent's Pokemon. And then imagine that the Marowak will probably Flare Blitz into the Salamence slot. But we don't see a Wide Guard come out, so that is surprising. Okay. Marowak's just going to Dynamic Punch into the Salamence. And he does get the Confusion as well. And the Marowak's just going to Shadow Bone into the Fini. So, we'll proc my Berry. Now I think what I'll do here is actually go for, I'm going to switch my, am I going to switch out or just go for the Muddy Water? I think I'm just going to Muddy Water this turn and Draco into that Marowak. And hopefully that will be enough. Hopefully Salamence can hit through the Confusion. Confusion has been nerfed this generation. Oh, but he does switch in the Gastrodon. He makes a nice play and brings in the Gastrodon in that slot. We'll see if the Salamence can break through the Confusion. It does hit itself, but we will get a Muddy Water off. But we're going to boost the Gastrodon at the same time. So our main priority really now is getting rid of that Marowak so Kartana can kind of come in and just sweep up the Gastrodon. Machamp's going to dynamic punch into this Tapu Fini and pick up the confusion once again. Right, so I'm going to just go for a Moonblast onto the Machamp, and I'm going to switch out my Salamence for my Tapu Koko, because I really need, I want to preserve the Intimidate for the Marowak, and I don't want to switch in my Kartana at this point because it's just going to, it's in a position where it will go down. So if I can just start slowly chipping away at Gastrodon with Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast, that'll be fine. And we do get the Moonblast off onto the Machamp, which is massive, so we should pick up the KO there, and we'll see what the Gastrodon does, if it has Sludge Bomb or not. It has Muddy Water, so it's going to fire off a Muddy Water. It's going to hit both of my Pokemon. It'll break the sash on the Tapu Koko and do respectable damage to the Fini. So, just to protect myself here, what I will do is I'm going to switch in my Salamence for my Tapu Fini and just recycle, get rid of the confusion on my Tapu Fini, and I think I will just go for a Dazzling Gleam with my Tapu Koko just to pick up some damage on both of these Pokemon, because I do need to just start chipping them down. So Salamence is going to come in, get the Intimidate off onto the Marowak. The Marowak does protect here, but that's fine. We're going to get the Dazzling Gleam off with our Tapu Koko. And another Muddy Water is just going to come out. So both our Pokemon should be still around next turn, which is nice. And Tapu Koko actually just hangs on. And we find out that the Gastrodon's got leftovers. So I am going to just Draco Meteor into the Marowak and Dazzling Gleam again with my Tapu Koko, because there's not really much else I can do with Tapu Koko just to chip these two down. But if I can get, if the Draco Meteor can connect with the Marowak, that'll be huge, because it should put it in Muddy Water range from my, and we get it, so that's brilliant. So this should put it in Muddy Water range from my Tapu Fini. Oh, it even KOs, so we get the crit, so we get super lucky there, and that's really unfortunate for my opponent, because that would have, I don't think that would have been anywhere near a KO otherwise. But we don't really need to do anything other here. We just need to just wait till something faints, and then we can bring the Kartana in and clean up the match. So we got quite fortunate there. I'm just going to Draco again and Dazzling Gleam, and we should pick up a win, which is nice for a change. So my opponent just forfeits. I do apologise for the crit there, but that was a great game. So thank you very much, Antonio, and we'll take that win all day long. So that's a nice start to today's episode. So hopefully we're slowly climbing out of this slump that we've been in with the team. And I think the aim at the minute is just to see if we can just have fun with the team, have some good matches, and see what we end up with at the end of the week rating-wise. So I'm going to just hop straight back on and try and find another opponent as quick as I can. And should we go with a different battle music this time? I think let's go with League Title Defense. I do like this one as well. Just a bit different. See if we can get any inspiration from it. Our rating has taken a real tanking, but that's just one of the things. You know, you play Pokemon, you test the team, you find its flaws, you find out it's not working in the metagame, and maybe you find bits of the team that you are running that you do like, that you'd like maybe use in a different team later on in the metagame. But this is what it's all about. It's just about trial and error a lot of the time, practicing, and just getting it right for those big tournament games. So you've just not got to get too disheartened by results when you're practicing with the team. So we found our next opponent from the United States, and they have a rating of 1634 with a team of Arcanine, Alolan Muck, Alolan Ninetales, Tapu Fini, Garchomp, and Kartana. So they're rocking the really common at the minute Firewater and Grass Core with Arcanine, Tapu Fini, and Kartana. They've also got the Alolan Ninetales, which is putting on massive pressure, and the Alolan Muck, which is just a boss for bulk and just disruption. Right, so how are we going to approach this? So we need to be careful. If we lead Glaceon here, we've obviously got to be careful of the Arcanine and the Kartana. Would it be worth bringing Tapu Koko to this game? Just for the speed advantage. And we can hit the Kartana before it can move. Or is it going to be better just bringing the Glaceon, the Salamence as a lead, just to get the Intimidator off, with the Tapu Fini in the back as a switch in, and I really want to bring Kartana here, and I think I'm going to, even though I really want to bring Crocodile here, just for that Muck. Every time I see Muck, I immediately think Crocodile. Got to bring Crocodile, but we'll see if we can manage without it this game. I should have changed the music a million battle videos ago. It's nice to have a change. So our opponent leads off with Tapu Fini and Ninetales. So that's not too bad. So I think what we'll do, we'll just go for an Icy Wind, and I'll switch in Tapu Fini for the Salamence. And we'll preserve that Intimidate for later on in the match, because it's just been wasted here. But I'd imagine the Ninetales will probably just go for a Aurora Veil here. It may go for a Blizzard, just to take the Salamence off the field. But I could switch in the Kartana, to be honest. But then it is a bit risky, because if he does just all-out attack, then we'll be in a bit of a sticky situation if Kartana goes down early, because we're going to be relying heavily on Kartana to pretty much take the majority of this guy's team out. So we'll switch in the Tapu Fini here, and we'll just go for an Icy Wind. Ninetales goes for the Aurora Veil, bulking his team up, and the Tapu... so we're faster than his Fini, so that's interesting. And the Fini goes for a Calm Mind. Okay. So, Calm Mind and the Aurora Veil up. We need to get Kartana in, like, ASAP. I am going to just taunt the Fini this turn with my Fini, just to stop it getting any more Calm Minds up, because we just need to stop that from powering up as much as we can. So I'm just going to taunt onto it, and I'm going to Icy Wind again, just in case the Ninetales decides to switch out at this point, and we can kind of continue that speed control pressure. And we saw there that the Tapu Fini has leftovers as well, so we don't have to worry too much about choice specs or anything. So we get the Icy Wind off, we're going to get another speed drop on both of these Pokemon. Ninetales goes for the Moon Blast, and he's going to target the Tapu Fini. And the Tapu Fini does go for another Calm Mind. Now it's probably going to start going for attacks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect my Glaceon and just go for a Muddy Water. Just on the hope, just getting some chip damage and getting some accuracy drops at the very least. Hopefully my Tapu Fini goes down here so I can bring in that Kartana for free, which would be nice. I do hit with both my Muddy Waters. And are we going to see any accuracy drops? We do get an accuracy drop onto the Ninetales, which is nice. Does go for another Moonblast onto my Tapu Fini. And the opposing Tapu Fini goes for a Muddy Water. And we actually avoid it. Okay. We do proc my berry. So we're not in too bad a position here. Although the Tapu Fini is quite threatening at the minute. Obviously with that Carmine boost and the Aurora Veil up, we're not really doing much damage at all. I wonder whether just to go for a Shadow Ball onto the Ninetales and another Muddy Water. Let's just have a quick look at what my opponent's got in the back. Could have the Kartana, so he may bring the Kartana in. I doubt he will though. No, there's no way. I'm just going to go for another Muddy Water and a Shadow Ball. Just to try and get some damage onto that Ninetales. Yeah, it doesn't switch out, so that's nice. We get the Muddy Water again. Another accuracy drop on either would be great. No, we're not going to get it this time. But we do get the Shadow Ball off onto the Ninetales as well. So that does a decent amount of damage. And we get the special defense drop, which is nice. Ninetales is going to go for the Moonblast into my Glaceon. And Tapu Fini is also going to go for a Moonblast into my Tapu Fini. But this is a bit of a slogfest. Hopefully this turn my Tapu Fini does go down. Tapu Fini's taunt does wear off. Now I'm just going to go for a Protect with my Glaceon, and I'm going to just taunt again into that Tapu Fini because I do not want to let it start setting up. And hopefully, like I said, my Tapu Fini goes down here, then I've got a free switch into my Kartana, which is huge. The end of this turn as well, the Aurora Veil should end. So I'll be able to get a Shadow Ball off onto the Ninetales, which should be enough to pick up the KO on that, and then I can just target straight into the Tapu Fini with my Kartana. And this is all in a perfect world where everything goes exactly how you plan. So my Tapu Fini does go down. The hail stops. The mist disappears from the battle. But the Aurora Veil didn't seem to disappear. But that doesn't matter too much. Because I'm still going to just go for a Shadow Ball into the Ninetales. And fingers crossed it is enough. And I'm going to Bloom Doom into the Fini. And hopefully pick up the KO on it. And anything that switches in is going to take at least a good chunk. Could be the muck though. We'll just have to wait and see what it is. That's one of the things, like when I was putting the team together, as I was saying before, there's things that a massive oversight. One of the things is definitely Ninetales. I didn't expect to see half as many Ninetales as I have done throughout this little episode series. So my opponent switches in his Kartana for the Tapu Fini. I should have really went for the Icy Wind there. It would have been way more beneficial, but then the Ninetales would have been sticking around in the field. So by doing this, I'm hopefully picking up the KO onto the Ninetales. And we'll not really do any damage at all onto the Kartana, but we can say we've broke the sash, if anything. So here's the Shadow Ball onto the Ninetales. Is it going to be enough to pick up the KO? And it is. Brilliant. That's really good. That's really good. So Neurovale must have ended. I don't know though. So the Tapu Fini comes back in. Right. Now we can just go for an Icy Wind, I think. Because he has to really target the... Yeah, I'm going to go for an Icy Wind with my Glaceon, and I'm just going to go for the Leaf Blade into the Tapu Fini. Because a Sacred Sword from his Kartana shouldn't pick up the KO on mine unless it's Life Orbed. And if he targets into the Glaceon, then it means that I've still got my Kartana sticking around. And the Tapu Fini should go down to the Leaf Blade. So he does target into the Glaceon to stop any Icy Wind abuse. He gets the Beast Boost. And we'll see if I can pick up the KO with Leaf Blade onto Fini. And I can't. It's nowhere near. And he's going to get a Muddy Water off. Okay. Right. So we've got one more Pokemon in the back. And it is Salamence. Quite handily. So what do we do in this situation? At least we're going to kind of counteract the Beast Boost that he's just got. Well, my opponent does have one more Pokemon in the back left. Now, do I play to the fact that he may protect his Kartana, allowing me to get a Leaf Blade off? Or do I protect my Kartana and pick up the KO on his Kartana with a Flamethrower? I haven't seen Protect on Fini, so just because of that, I think he has to target my Kartana, to be honest. So I'm going to just go for the Flamethrower, and I'm going to protect my Kartana. Kartana detects. Okay, this... I think that's game now. So we just made the wrong call there. Yeah. Oh, and Tapu Fini actually protects as well. Okay. I think all we can do is... And the Aurora Veil just ends now, so... All we can do is cross our fingers and go for a double protect in this situation. Because we're definitely in range for a Sacred Sword from the opposing Kartana. Now we don't get it, unfortunately. And that is a bit unfortunate. But good game to my opponent. I think he definitely played the better there and just showed that he definitely had a better team. So pick up the KO, but that's meaningless now. The Tapu Fini can freely Moonblast and probably pick up the KO onto Salamence here. Yeah, good game to my opponent, and that is that. So that's a bit unfortunate, but thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. As always, I do ask if you have enjoyed the episode to leave a like just down below. If you've got any questions about the team or anything like that, leave a comment and I will get back to you, and hit the subscribe button to just keep up to date with the daily uploads that I'm doing. So until tomorrow, you guys take care, have fun whatever you're doing, and I will see you then. Alright, take care guys, bye bye.